What's good, Internet? It's Undead. Today I'm here to talk to you about one of my most hotly anticipated games of 2022, Splatoon 3. I know a lot of people are pumped for this one. I didn't think it was actually going to happen, but it is. So we're going to talk about 5 things I really want to see in Splatoon 3. The first thing I want in Splatoon 3 is a pretty obvious one. Everybody say it with me now.
Let us skip the news!
Listen, I love Pearl, I love Marina. I do not love having to sit through their identical news segment every time I fire up the game, and sometimes even randomly when the stage is reset. Think about it this way. You probably like pizza. You probably like candy. Do you want to get force-fed pizza and candy every single morning? Probably not. You want it when you want it. In Splatoon 3, I want them to give us the news on special occasions, like when announcing Splatfest or other exclusive events. Dishing it out sparingly would make us enjoy it more, instead of forcing us to mash the A button to smithereens every single time we fire up the game. Hey, can I get a #LetUsSkip in the chat? The second thing I'm dying to see in Splatoon 3 is something that was not really covered in the first trailer at all, a major change to ranked gameplay. If you've played Splatoon 2, even very casually, you probably know how unfair the current ranked system is. Right now, it values only one thing. 1. Winning. That's great if you happen to win, but it feels like absolute shit if you lose, especially if your team loses while you still played great. Did you play competently and pay a lot of attention to the game objective? You lose. Did you get a godlike amount of kills while some random asshat danced around spawn the entire time? You lose. Did the team composition gods get drunk when they made your lobby? You lose. In Splatoon 3, there ought to be a major overhaul to this unjust and frankly maddening system. A good ranked system would value some aspects beyond a win, such as splats, lack of deaths, time spent playing objective, amount of specials used, etc. This would incentivize players to play better, and it would make the ranked experience much less frustrating to grind through. My third wish for Splatoon 3 is a better single-player mode. When I first got my copy of Splatoon 2, I fired it up, sat through the news for the first time out of a million, and then headed to the single-player mode and played for a couple of hours. Then I threw my game in the trash. Well, almost. It was boring as sin and a really bad first impression of Splatoon 2, and I never finished it, because I didn't need some ugly-ass clothes and some copies of weapons I already had. Luckily, I think the Splatoon 2 devs figured out that the solo mode sucked because they followed it up with the highly enjoyable DLC, Octo Expansion. So given that Splatoon 3 is a continuation of the storyline started by the Chaos vs. Order Splatfest, I am hoping that means we'll get a compelling, challenging, and enjoyable single-player mode. My fourth hope for Splatoon 3 is a plethora of customizable stuff. Drown me in new weapons, new clothes, new hairstyles, new ink colors, new skin tones, new accessories. Let me punch Sheldon in the face when he gives me a bum deal. And for the love of COD, don't make it as hard to manage ability chunks. The fact that the initial trailer for Splatoon 3 showed off the genderless new hairstyles and a few more outfits and customizable things fills me with the hope that we're going to get more of this in Splatoon 3. Tentacles crossed. Lastly, if you've been to a private battle Splatoon 2 stream, or you've streamed it yourself, you'll know how frustratingly limited the private battle options are. I am begging for a better system for this in Splatoon 3. Let us boot people out so we don't have to constantly reset lobbies with new passwords. Let us accept non-friends into the lobby so that streamers don't have to do hours of Switch friend management every week. Give us custom rules, custom ink colors, custom settings. Make hide and go seek a unique private battle only mode. Letting us play Splatfest maps in Splatoon 2 private battles was a step in the right direction, and I hope that it shows the game developers recognize the importance of private battles in the Splatoon 2 community. And that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, come to my streams. What else? What am I missing? Play Splatoon 3! And maybe click one of these videos that's going to be floating here. Click one of them. Pick one. Watch one. comment on it maybe. I don't know.